in the afternoon into Wednesday night as well, and there might be 1 or 2 severe thunderstorms later Wednesday into Wednesday night. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. An American submarines arrived in South Korea amid rising tensions in the region. The U.S. state of Arkansas has carried out the country's first double execution since the year 2000. Armed communist rebels have killed 25 paramilitary commandos in central India, and French far-right presidential candidate Marine Le Pen has announced she's temporarily stepping down as Front National leader before the second round of elections.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning and welcome to Community Conversations on this Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday, April 25th. I am your host for today, Quabila Hart, and thank you all for joining us today. Today we have a special guest who is on the phone. Good morning, Dr. Fiddler. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
All right, I really thank you so much for doing this interview for us. We're looking forward to this upcoming dental clinic that you and your agency are providing. And so we just wanted to help the community become more aware of what to expect during this clinic. So if you could please tell the listeners and viewers what time, where, and whatever details you would like to share.
Okay, our Arkansas Mission of Mercy will be held this Friday and Saturday at the ASU Convocation Center from 6 o'clock in the morning to approximately 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Next year it will be in Conway. We will be having, it is open to anyone who needs free dental treatment, extractions, fillings, cleaning. There is no proof of any kind of income. We don't need a driver's license or anything. It's simply a first come, first served basis that we'll treat. We'll probably see somewhere between 2,200 and 2,500 patients in that 2-day period. And we also treat some of the underlying medical issues that people don't realize, if they have heart problems or if they have diabetic problems, that we can give medication for them to have for us to be able to treat them.
That is really wonderful. I had a conversation with someone about heart disease and heart issues several months back, and also I had a chance to talk to a dental assistant when it was Children's Dental Awareness Month, and we talked about that very thing, that a lot of your oral health is linked to your physical health as well. And people don't realize that. So it's very important to get your teeth clean and, brush and floss and do all those things to get that bacteria out of your gums and from in between your teeth.
Well, it's scientific fact that gum disease, periodontal disease, an unclean mouth with infection is a direct leading cause to low child birth rate, low birth rate, low weight, and premature births, also heart conditions, general underlying inflammation in your body, arthritis. So there's a tremendous amount of bacteria in the mouth, and if it's not removed on a regular basis, that can lead to many health issues. Of course, we always tell moms and dads on the children on how to take care of their children's health. Okay. That's another thing that we have. We'll consider probably about 40% of the population that we'll see during our event will be children. Okay. And again, we have a child specialist that treat these children. And not only do we treat their underlying causes, we tell them how to take care of themselves after the event on how to cleaning. And we also, for those people who are continue to not be able to have dental treatment, other clinics that they can go to have future treatment in their area. We'll probably have, the last time we were in Jonesboro, we had 7 states in attendance, not just Arkansas, but we had Tennessee and Kentucky and Missouri and Texas and Louisiana that came to that event, as well as Tennessee.
And were those people that worked the event or actual patients?
I'm sorry?
Were there patients from those different states, or were there people that...
Yes, those were patients that came in from the surrounding areas because they heard about our free event in Jonesboro, and they made the trip that far. We had a young lady that we treated and did a tremendous amount of work on that drove all the way from Dallas, which is about a 9-hour drive.
Oh, my goodness.
But she also got about $3,000 worth of free dentistry, so it was worth that drive.
Yes, sir, I would say. All right, so you're tuned into Community Conversations on KLEK, and we're speaking with Dr. Terry Fiddler from Arkansas Mission of Mercy, and your agency is located out of Conway, Arkansas?
We're in Sherwood, Arkansas.
In Sherwood, okay. I wanted to ask, how long have you been providing these services, doing these clinics?
This will be our 11th year, and we will have seen about 20,000 patients and provided almost $9 million in free dentistry in that period of time.
That is absolutely amazing. I know that everyone who has come in contact with you and your staff and volunteers have been truly blessed and appreciative of all that you have offered. This is absolutely wonderful. I would like to ask, how do you get your funding for, are you a nonprofit agency?
It's through private donation. Our largest donors are Walmart Foundation and Delta Dental Foundation.
Okay.
Delta Dental has been with us since the inception. This is our 11th year.
Okay.
And so without these donations, our event could not exist because, as you can imagine, it's quite a costly event.
Yes.
All the volunteers, the doctors, the hygienists, the assistants, the lay volunteers all do this free of charge. There is no income that is obtained from doing this. And so you said that it was a blessing to those patients. It's a blessing to those individuals who participate in this, these volunteers. I'm one of those people, I'm very gray-haired now, but I'm one of those people that stood in line. I'm one of those people that had nothing.
Okay.
And I was taken care of when I was a little bitty guy, and not in the same way that we had here, but if I hadn't had a few people to help me along the way, I would have suffered a lot more medical and dental maladies than what I did. So I can not only sympathize with these folks, I can empathize with them. I've been there and done that. And so it's a blessing for me to give back, as it is so many of the other volunteers in there. And I try to tell all those folks who are down on their times or down on their luck or whatever, we're not doing this out of cause we feel sorry for you. That may have a little bit, but it's because we care for you. We love you. We want to try to take care of you. Everybody, I think, has an opportunity to be placed on this earth to be helped by others. It doesn't make any difference what color you are, what sex you are, what religion you are. It's just an obligation for each of us to take care of each other.
And that is really wonderful. I'm very grateful. I wish that I would be able to come. Unfortunately, I have other things going on this weekend, but for those that are able, I really hope that they take full advantage of what you have to offer. Now, what time do the doors open?
The doors open at 6 o'clock, but I will tell you, last time I was there 5 years ago, which we come every 5 years, I started walking the line of patients at between 3:30 and a quarter to 4 in the morning, and I counted over 1,100 patients in line. So that tells you how great the need is and how the desire for people to get there. So it's a first come, first serve thing. We had people to get there as early as Thursday afternoon at 5 o'clock and wait in line all night long.
Oh my
and
goodness.
so it's an event.
Oh my goodness. Now I saw a link on your website, so if anyone would like to know more information about this organization, go to www.arkansasmissionofmercy.org, and you can look at all the information they have. They can videos from past events. There's who their sponsors are, about them, and how to contact this organization. Now, concerning volunteers, there was a form there's a link on your website. Are you still taking volunteers?
Well, as you bring this up, and I'll be honest with you, the last time that we were there, we had more volunteers. We were just very blessed with our volunteers. But I will tell you, we're short on volunteers this time. Lay individuals, professional individuals, and I really don't know why. And the fewer people that we have is the fewer people we can treat. But I will say this, in the 10-year history that we've done this, we have never turned a patient away, even though we worked in late hours. And so, but this is going to be a strident test this time, because we have fewer volunteers in the Jonesboro area than we've ever had.
Okay. And on your website, it talks about the type of volunteers you need. And for those that may be wondering what a lay volunteer is, it says lay volunteers who can be patient escorts, break room workers, triage clerks, or serve in other non-dental capacities. So if you have some free time, please consider going out to this event, getting in touch with Arkansas Mission of Mercy so that you can sign up as a volunteer. Now, I want to ask for those that say, well, I can't commit all day, but I can commit 3 hours here, 4 hours there. How is that okay?
Well, that'd be fine. A lot of people just work half a day.
Okay. And so the setup, again, is they're going to be setting up on April 27th, which is Thursday evening. Now, do you need volunteers for Thursday evening as well?
Oh, sure. And, but again, they have to go online and register. That's a requirement because of our insurance. They can't just show up at the door to work.
Okay. All right. Then you're also looking for interpreters, Spanish, American Sign Language, and etc. So if you speak fluent Spanish, or if you can sign, please consider being a volunteer for this event. Like Dr. Fiddler said, they have people from all walks of life, from various states, not just Arkansas, that come to this event. So we need someone that can communicate with everyone so that everyone can get served.
Yes, well, I mean, that's the whole secret, is just helping others. But the more we've got to help, the better we can do it.
All right. So, and you said next year you're going to host this event in Conway. So do you alternate? Is it all over Arkansas, or how does it work?
Yeah, it's a 5-location area. We will come from Jonesboro to Conway to Springdale, and then Monticello, and then either come back to Conway or come back to Jonesboro. That is still up in the air. That's 4 years away.
Okay. And then for those that may be wondering, I'm sure there's going to be some signs. What side of the Convocation Center will people need to come to?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
With the Convocation Center, there's like the red, yellow, blue, the different entrances. Which entrance will people need to come to get?
There will be signs everywhere on locating where the patients can park, where they can come in. Once they get to the campus, there will be no doubt on what they're supposed to do. We'll have plenty of directions, plenty of folks to show them where to get there. So, they might, and they're going to be standing in line for a while, so they have to be aware of that it's not going to be a short-term thing. This is one other thing I would add. If the patient gets there early, we give them free breakfast, both for the adult and the child.
Okay.
If their needs are great, that it's going to take them a while to have their dental work done, and they last through the lunch hour, we also provide free lunch.
Okay.
And so they won't be having to bring anything with them. So all the drinks and the food are provided at no charge.
Okay. Now, what about individuals with disabilities? Do you have accommodations for those? For them?
I'm sorry?
For individuals that may have disabilities, such as they're in a wheelchair.
We have ambulatory means of moving people around, so that's not a problem.
Okay. All right. So again, we're talking with Dr. Terry Fiddler, who was with the Arkansas Mission of Mercy, and they will be hosting a dental clinic here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, on April 28th and 29th. Doors open at 6 a.m. at the ASU Convocation Center. You can get all types of dental services. Dental health is very, very, very important, as Dr. Fiddler mentioned. A lot of your physical health the issues within your body can be linked to your oral health. So it's very important to get your gums cleaned on a regular basis. Get those cavities filled. He talked about periodontal disease. That's one thing I'm very familiar with and had been getting treatments for. And I must say I've been slacking a little, but I do need to get back in to see my dentist very, very soon. I'm sure they're going to fuss at me when I come back. So please mark your calendars. If you want to be a volunteer, go to their website, www.arkansasmissionofmercy.org. Sign up to be a volunteer in any of the positions that are available. The more volunteers they have, like Dr. Fiddler said, the more patients they can see get in and out, unless that patient has a more extensive case that needs more time. So breakfast will be provided, and if you are there through lunch, you will be able to get some refreshments as well, and drinks will be available. Okay, so is there anything else you would like to highlight concerning this event?
No, I believe we're ready to go. We will get started late Wednesday on some things, and so I will see your listeners there this weekend.
All right, so I wanted to ask you one more question, Dr. Fiddler. You mentioned earlier about how you were given help, at a younger age, and so you have turned the help you received into, wanting to bless other people. Before you started doing this, did you work as a dentist in another state or agency, or how did you get your start?
No, once I was on the ground floor when we started doing this, and it was just, one of those things that appealed to me. So I started just helping there, but I was not part of any kind of other organization to do that. I mean, I was on the school board here for 22 years, so obviously I was involved with a large cross section of individuals and helping them that way. But that was. There was nothing prior to that. It was just one of those things that clicked and said, okay, let's do this.
Okay, so where you're not hosting an event, what do you do on your off time? I hate to say not your off time, but where you're not hosting one of these big clinics, what are you doing then? Are you a dentist?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
When you're not hosting one of these big clinics, are you a dentist in Sherwood? Like, do you have a practice in Sherwood?
No, I just serve as, I'm sort of the traffic cop. I make sure that everything flows.
Okay.
And we have almost 1,000. Normally we'll have almost 1,000 volunteers between lay and special, so it has to have somebody that's sort of blows the whistle and says stop and go, and so that's what I do.
All righty. Well, Dr. Fiddler, I really thank you so much for giving us your time today. I know that everyone is looking forward to this event, and I pray that you get enough volunteers and you have enough workers to meet all of the people's needs that come out.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, you have a very great day.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir. All right, again, you're tuned into Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. And we were just speaking with Dr. Terry Fiddler, talking about the Arkansas Mission of Mercy dental clinic coming up on Friday and Saturday. Doors open at 6 a.m. at the Arkansas State University Convocation Center. And like Dr. Terry said, you need to get there early because some people were lining up as early as either Thursday evening or, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning. I would advise you to please take a chair of some kind if you cannot stand for long periods of time, or something to sit on, because you will be in line for quite some time. I don't know what the full setup is like in the Convocation Center, but if you would like to learn more information and see pictures of past events, go to www.arkansasmissionofmercy.org and please check out their website, and you can find out so much more information from them. I want to give you a few updates. Coming this Saturday, the return of Our Thoughts on the Matter. We have a very diverse panel that is coming to you. We will be discussing a variety of issues. I'll just be moderating. So please tune in on Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. for Our Thoughts on the Matter here at KLEK 102.5 FM. So we're coming up on our first break, and my next guest is going to be Mr. Michael Jackson from Diego Ranch. So please stay tuned. Do not go anywhere, and we'll be right back.